The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football. Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, it's hit the post! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that. You know, for me, Peter, there's a deep-lying playmaker out there who's as good as it comes. Pep Guardiola. As composed as he is clever, he always acts as the key pivot in forming attack after attack.
Yeah, he's a bit of a manager on the pitch.
Well, astute is the word.
Now it's Mbappe. Irwin picks it up out wide. Now it's Romario. Now that looks a decent ball, and he was alert to it. Vieira. That's destined for the flank. Now it's Ronaldinho. Vieira. Gerrard. And it's Hullet. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
And this is Romario. Knocks it into space. Now it's Donadoni. Looking for... Can he finish? Goal! Morocco! And Morocco score first. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Owen really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
Number 23, Michael Owen. Michael Owen. Michael Owen.
Manchester United are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Played through into space.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Ronaldinho will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Guardiola. Donadoni tries to pass it through.
Manchester United really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Gerrard. Here's Vieira. Spread it left. Ronaldinho has it out wide and in space. Lovely feet. Hoisted it, and he shoots! Oh, great low ball in.
Oh, he may have snatched at that, Peter. The ball came in at a pace, and at a good height too. He only needed to redirect it.
Roberto Carlos. Back towards the middle.
Morocco definitely like their pressing from the front.
It's relentless at times, Jim, isn't it? Oh, shooting chance! And that's gone route one. Gerrard, never out of the action for very long. And it's Gerrard. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Irwin. Messi. Roberto Carlos. Ah, such a clever touch. Shot a goal! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Well, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
That's a decent clearance. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Cleared away. He's in a great position here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Decent chance! And he's stuck it away. Manchester United are back on level terms. Was there ever any doubt?
Well, was there ever any doubt? It made it look like he's done it over and over and over again, and he has.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Manchester United restore parity.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Stam. Nesta is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Gerrard. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Donatoni. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Hullet. Played out to the left flank. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. So no flag here. That was a good run. The defence looked beaten there.
Okay, it didn't quite come off on this occasion, but you get the feeling as a team they might want to just stick with this approach.
Cafu. Albert Ferrer. Now it's Mbappe. Gerrard. Messi, a player who needs no introduction. Now he's got space here. Good ball over the top. And this is he's had a shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
Oh, such good technique as well. That was exquisite. It's a real shame he couldn't find the finish after that.
Albert Ferrer. Owen does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Now it's Ronaldinho. And this is Ronaldo. Gerrard. And the referee has signalled for half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time.
I'd like to draw your attention
So
to
there
the
was the
screen
first
button
half.
for information
Well,
on
I
your
think it's been a
shuttle system.
fantastic watch with chances created at either end. But it has to be said, neither team have been particularly clinical with their finishing.
Well, it has been tight, it's been competitive. Each side with one significant moment, and at half-time the score is 1-1.
Everyone, please welcome our players.
And that's the second half started. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Thuram. Mbappe. Donatoni. And this is Owen. Spread out to the left. That's a nicely shaped ball. And Romario! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Sends it crossfield. Now it's Messi. Messi carries the ball down the right. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Roberto Carlos. Mbappe. Now there's the clearance. And here comes the corner. Safe to say he's capable of better than that. Owen takes a shot! And it's come back out to him. And that was struck with genuine force. Played out towards the right wing. Neither of these two want to come off second best. That has been slung wide. Vieira can so cleverly bypass the press. That's a sharp pass. And that pass just didn't quite work. Maldini. Looks to the other side. Oh, can he get onto this? Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Vieira. Pull it. That's going wide left. Ronaldinho is a player who's always giving defenders headaches. And he's had it nicked away. Roberto Carlos. Now it's Romario. Now it's Owen. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. It's a promising position. Driven in. And they've got rid. Thuram. Pass somewhat off target. Donatoni. Cafu. And here's Mbappe. And here's Romario. Romario! Oh, that was no routine save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Roberto Carlos with the short one. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. Messi. Nicely weighted ball. Ronaldo receives it in a wide position. Roberto Carlos. Bastoni. This is a promising build-up. Nesta cannot be beaten that easily. Chance here to counter. Threads one in. Hullet. And Hullet! Another one of football's and how moments.
Oh, and looky, there's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
That's a good ball out wide. Now it's Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Romario. Deftly away. It's a throw-in. Morocco have turned to their bench, and we're going to have a substitution. Dani Olmo getting the call here in what can be interpreted as a clear show of intent.
Well, it's going to make for a frantic end, Peter. Let's hope he's got enough time to make the impact he wants. Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Number 10, Hazard. Number 13, McAllister.
It's a really well-measured ball. Just eases him off the ball. Cafu is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. And it's Gerrard.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Messi. Oh, he's been caught on it here.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Dani Olmo. McAllister.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
That's a corner kick. Roberto Carlos plays it short. Elects to cross. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other. But it wasn't to be, and they're all square. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Manchester United certainly had some good moments, Peter. There were plenty of encouraging spells that more should have been made of.
Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we.
I'd just like to read out our fan club members who are celebrating their birthdays today.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Things already rolling. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Marquinhos, he's one of the toughest.
Takes the shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Palmer looking to go forward now. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Now, what about a counter-attack? And it's Van Nistelrooy. He's a sharp little ball here. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Parma clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup. Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions. This is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
You run short of superlatives. That was extra special.
Wow, now that is stunning, Peter. But he is quite partial to those, isn't he? Certainly has the reputation behind him.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. O'Reilly. Here's Cannavaro. Rijkaard. That's really well manoeuvred. Wirtz. Wirtz will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And it's Marquinhos. Rijkaard. That's a little off target. He's looking wide. And that pass just didn't quite work. And here's Van Nistelrooy. Iniesta. Impressive jump. And it's in. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Palmer are doing very nicely, thank you.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do, and will...
Cristiano Ronaldo! Off the post!
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And he's managed to get free. Now it's Iniesta. Serves up across. Oh, right place, right time.
Well, you'd expect nothing less from him, Peter.
Now it's Wirtz. Now it's Raul. Seedorf. And the pass is intercepted. Pele. It's a really well-measured ball. Oh, facing... And Messi! It's bounced back off the post. Iniesta can so cleverly bypass the press. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best.
And a chance! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Cristiano Ronaldo actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Corner number 2 then. And that has been cleared. Has a look and plays it forward. Vieira! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Manchester United are showing good urgency, but they have to place more emphasis on service into the box.
He's on it, can he get away? Tries to play it through. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it. It's Raul! Ronaldo going after that. And it's Iniesta. Oh, no joy this time. Seedorf. Oh, nicely intercepted. And here's Raul. Lahm. Looking for the run. Wirtz. Wirtz gets flagged offside. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Van Nistelrooy was only too happy to help out in defence.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Now it's Iniesta. Iniesta, he's picked his way through. And this is Raul. Well, that is one way to stop him. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Wirtz. Now, can they get him away? O'Reilly gets into a good position. And a header! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Raul is offering a wry smile there.
Cannavaro. Now O'Reilly. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Oh, important interception. And that brings the first half to a close. How would you review the first half?
Well, I'm looking at the body language, Peter, and it doesn't look great. It's going to be pretty hard for them to pick themselves up from here. But there's still a maybe at play. Maybe they'll thrive on the adversity.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. So we're off again.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it, try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Out towards the flank. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Parma are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point...
Great chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. It's out for a goal kick. And they win it back again. Iniesta looking to be a menace in the final third. And it's Lahm, knocks it into space. He's in a great position here, and he whips it in. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
His decent chance! That...
Ace took Will's covering eyes.
That is a gem! An absolute gem! And with that, it is pretty much a done deal.
I think you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defence got taken out of the equation. And he was never going to miss that.
Sostituzione per il Parma. Numero 20.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Parma find a position of real strength now.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
That's a lovely, delicate pass. So we've reached the hour mark. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe! Wirtz. Look at this. Mbappe! Lacking in accuracy.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
C.
Lahm is one whose deliveries we all know about. Lovely pass, but can he get there? What a throw in.
$555.
Sostituzione per il Parma. Numero 5. Iniesta. Numero 22. Lasciano il campo per il numero 11, il numero 10, Messi, cambio di giocatori.
Manchester United are, of course, in a position to go to the bench.
163.
Well, that is asking for trouble. There's the shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! untouchable, remorseless, relentless, a class of their own. A truly super goal. What a spiky hit that was.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and...
Shoots! And it's in! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
This is a gloriously greedy performance.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
4-5, face orange biting nails, face orange biting nails.
Cannavaro. Rijkaard. Passing is crisp and sharp. Messi, and he's in on, and Messi! It's hit the upright. Oh, almost a sixth. That looks a decent ball. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. That's going wide left. And it's Bale. That is a great pick out. Shapes to shoot! Now looking to orchestrate a counter. That looks a good ball through. And that has sent him sprawling. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Nice interception, well timed. Gives it back. Shot could be Eze! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Caught offside that time. That is ended up in no man's land. Cannavaro, spread out to the left. Eze, over to the right flank. Rijkaard, driving on and making good progress. Can he get it through? Mbappe, that's a shade optimistic.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Cannavaro.
Ci saranno 5 minuti di recupero.
And it's played forward. It's a good run he's making out on the left. 5 minutes to add. Distributed tidily. No way through, so... And Messi! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Bale. Looking to play him in. Not the most accurate pass. That's a good ball out wide. That's been cut out, well played. That pass has been well intercepted. And time is up. Manchester United suffer a humiliating defeat, and if that weren't painful enough, there's all the analysis and scrutiny to come. It was a poor show all round. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploited and deserved to be.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
So it's down to business here. Ronaldinho turning out for what will be his 400th appearance. There's a precious little point talking of anyone else here today, Jim.
Well, what a feat, Peter. This really does speak volumes about how much he dedicates himself and keeps himself in top condition for every one of those match days. He's a shining example for anybody with aspirations like that.
Showing great feet there. Real chance! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Olise just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he'll rise to it.
Oh, good spread. Turan. Vieira. Now it's Hullet. Ronaldinho. Olise. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Vieira. That looks a cracking ball. He was under real pressure there. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Now it's Ronaldinho. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Rijkaard. Jude. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Kvaratskhelia. Juve. It's a loose, and another try! Goal! Fenerbahce! He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Number 20, Olise! Olise! Olise!
The first breakthrough.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Messi has it out wide and in space. Played in by Gerrard. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Threads one in. Silvestre is always looking to play quality balls. Now that's well seen too.
Manchester United are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Ronaldinho.
Fenerbahce always have been a side that are known for pressing, a style that's very high tariff, Peter.
But it can pay off big time, can't it?
Yeah, just about every top side are doing this now.
And here's Kvaratskhelia. Silvestre, and that's aimed into the middle, and it's slung out wide. Messi. Rijkaard. Now Saliba. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Vieira does well to get it back. Vieira, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And that should get the job done. Rodri. Cannavaro. Rijkaard. And it's Ronaldinho. Olise has found the net here, of course. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And he's heaved it away.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Now it's Hullet. Gerrard. And here's Ronaldinho. Oh, played through for the wide man.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Kvaratskhelia. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Rijkaard did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now it's Olise. Neatly clipped into space. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And it's Messi. Now it's Gerrard. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space...
And Messi! And that marks a high-octane end to the first half. A high-octane end to the first period, but there's still a single goal in it. Manchester United unable to get back onto level terms before half-time. They trail 1-0.
It's been a pretty tepid display. They'll want to use this break wisely to regroup and come out with some fresh initiatives. This is all still very salvageable, maybe even winnable.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest.
Everyone, please welcome to the field our players.
That gets us going once more.
Manchester United can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Rijkaard. That's really well manoeuvred. Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Ronaldinho plays it short, drives it in. Rijkaard! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
And it's Ronaldinho. That's where it came from. Silvestre is wide and looking to get onto this. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And this is Ronaldo, shapes to shoot! Cristiano Ronaldo, a class apart, out on his own! About as smooth as it gets. They have come roaring back.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
You just know there is no stopping that.
And I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
So they have it all to do again.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant. Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Wow, that's a fine save! And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Vieira, currently being consciously targeted.
Well, they've got to deny him time and space, and that's one way of ensuring it.
Now it's Messi. Oh, that's nice. And this is Hull, and Messi! Oh, that wasn't far away. There's a sharp little ball here. Not much subtlety about that challenge. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, that's a waste.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
Saliba. Silvestre. And the return pass. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Look, they're prepared to be quite physical to contain any danger that might come their way.
Fenerbahce do have a chance to counter here. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Ronaldinho. Rodri. For Olise. Ronaldinho. Rijkaard. And it's Rodri. Olise. Searching pass he's played there. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Stam, always a very imposing presence at the back. Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Ronaldinho. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. If we're going to get a winner, it's got to come now. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Ambitious ball here. And he's there to clear it.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Lofted in. And that's the keeper's ball. And he was quick to react. And it's Gerrard. Spread out to the left. Ronaldinho will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. No, he wasn't going to let him past. It's a pretty loose pass. It's a really well-measured ball.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Vieira. That's Gerrard. And no, that was never going to make it.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer, and quickly.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Played out wide. Deftly away. Time added on will be 2 minutes. And that is that. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on either side to find a winner. Cristiano Ronaldo, voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Manchester United can always take more positives from a result like this. Yes, there is some tidying up to do, but some real promise too.
A quick reminder today that smoking is only allowed in areas.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom, and to wish you all a very good evening. Things are bubbling up quite nicely here. A healthy whiff of expectation laced with the odd infusion of nerves. Everyone knows what's at stake here. The chance to play on a grander stage. It is time now to focus. Some terrific scenes here in Barcelona. My goodness me, it's made even better by 100,000 supporters in full voice. So straight into the action. There's the live figure of Ed Milson.
Well, I think it's his athleticism that's helped him pioneer that style of playing out from the back, probably before the term even existed, Peter. He'll have a massive part to play in ensuring this team keeps its shape.
In what way?
Well, he'll effectively switch between centre-back and defensive midfielder, constantly sniffing out danger, but it's his ability to turn creator when he wins the ball back which makes him so key.
Yeah, he's got a lot, hasn't he? No wonder his team, and indeed his national team, have been so successful with him in the side.
Spot on.
And that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Camavinga. Now, what about a counter-attack? He's looking wide. Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? Looking to play him in. Well, that is a good ball to find him. And he's hit it long. Deco does really well to win the ball there. Looking for options for movement. Nice looking ball. Rudiger kept his eye on it, and he's there. And here's Ronaldinho. That's a good ball. Threads one in. And it's Thiago. Oh, good spread. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Now it's Lewandowski.
Mbappe really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again,
Takes a shot!
well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
And we have our very first corner. Punched away. And there's the shot! Keeper gets just about enough of it.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Harrison promptly onto that, and that is that. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Gavi opts for safety. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. That's beautifully weighted. Now it's Lewandowski. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Gavi. Hazard. Now it's Lewandowski. Searching pass he's played there.
Barcelona definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
Well-timed, excellent interception. Great vision. And he was quick to react. Now it's Ronaldinho. Lovely feet.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Hazard plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Now it's Mbappe. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Koundé. Gavi. More and more pressure on the ball here. Koundé. Played out towards the right wing. He's found a way through. Rudiger kept aware. And it is reclaimed easily. No, that's been intercepted. And here's Hazard. Looking for the run. And he's picked it up out wide. Crossed in. Terrific effort! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
And it's Kaka. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
He's got away. Cross to the back post.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
Shifted it to the flank. Now it's Ronaldinho. He's shifting through the gears here. Distributed tidily. Messi. Messi! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Can he get on the end of this? That's a lovely, neat pass. And we've reached half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, I don't think we need the stats to be on the screen to tell us about the pass completion rate, which has been obviously a letdown in this first half. All too often we've seen players left frustrated because of poor decision-making and just a general sloppiness. So I'm sure the boss will be getting stuck into his players to improve and improve quickly.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. And we get things going again. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. A good-looking ball. And no, that was never going to make it. Deco, with his sights permanently trained on that bottom corner. Kaka. Oh, played through for the wide man. Brilliantly cut out. Tries to play it through. Messi providing an outlet on that flank. Deco. Koundé. Howson. Tries to pass it through. Oh, cracking shot, surely! Iniesta. Camavinga. Nicely weighted ball. And here's Lewandowski. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Not the most accurate pass. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Kaka. Still absolutely nothing to report here, goals-wise. Takes a shot! It's loose. Oh, he's been caught napping. And it's Gavin. And the shot! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
They're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona.
So we have movement on both benches.
Será reemplazado por el dorsal 11. Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores. La asistencia a este partido asciende a 98.004 espectadores.
Can he get it through? That's been slipped through. Now that's a fine challenge. Barcelona needed that. They really needed it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he's quick to return it. He'll have reclaimed it. Iniesta cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Now he's got space here. Edmilson. Hazard. Now, can they get him away? And he's well positioned. Goes for a shot! Oh, good finish! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
You felt it was coming, 1-0.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think.
Lovely pass, but can... And the finish! It's in! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
There was to be only one outcome.
Well, when you get in that position, it's all about composure. Panic can't come into it, and it didn't.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
He's a sharp little ball here. Now it's Kaká. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Barcelona really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Well, what about it? Gil are taking this the full distance. Terrific stuff. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Now that looks a decent ball. Can he get onto this? And he's intervened well there. And he's opted for the long pass. That has been cut short. And this is Luis Suarez. Aims beyond the defence. Knocks it into space. And that's a throw-in.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 7, Hazard. Será reemplazado por...
He's picked his way through. He decides to cross it. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Into the arms of the goalkeeper. It's a pretty loose pass. And they're back on the ball again. Threads one in. Can he get on the end of this? He's a sharp little ball here. And that's a simple one for the keeper.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Quality ball. And this is Bale. Decent chance! Suarez finds himself offside. Now it's Bale. Bale powering forward here. Great chance! Chance again? No.
Well, they've got to get everyone forward, and maybe even the keeper.
Impressive jump! Nothing in it still. We move to extra time. So after that very late drama, we are still level here. So, that was the second half.
Well, we can only hope we get an extra-time contest of similar ambition, provided fatigue doesn't begin to play a part.
So a brief break, and then we will be back for more. "90 minutes gone and nothing between them still." It's come to nothing. It's a sharp pass. Looking for a runner. Deco. Rafinha. That's a nicely shaped ball. Bale shoots! Oh, that could be pivotal! So is that it? Is this the moment they stole it? And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Keogh leading now.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
That's really well manoeuvred. And the through ball. Luis Suarez! That's an errant pass. Rafinha. Kaka. Camavinga. Tries to pass it through. And he's worked it through. Oh, well played. Oh, there's a probing ball. And it's made its way to him. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Oh, this looks sharp. Rafinha. Mbappe receives it in a good position here. Now it's Luis Suarez. And that pass isn't the best. Looking for the run. Ferran Torres finding himself in space. Getting up there! Nicely aimed pass. And it is half-time in extra time. Keogh have done it in good style. Forced to come from behind, they find themselves in front at half-time, which is, for them, more or less ideal. So the very last of the action is still to come. Two teams separated here by the smallest of margins. Fingernails well bitten everywhere.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 23.
Exhaustion, physical and mental. Will we find a winner? They have played themselves to a near standstill. What is left in the tank now? Rafinha receives it in a wide position. Oh, he's been caught on it! Can he finish? And that's a sharp finish! Again, we are level! What a contest!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character, wonderful.
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Barcelona dragged themselves back again. And reclaimed it in a trice. Now that looks a decent ball. Mbappe! And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Now it's Luis Suarez. Aimed beyond the defence.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And the pass is intercepted. He's on it, can he get away? Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Rafinha gets into a good position. And it's Camavinga. Cannavaro does well to get it back. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. There it is, the whistle. No avoiding penalties. He'll tie it up just about.
I can only applaud the sheer doggedness and tenacity on show in watching both teams refusing to lose. I mean, they both ran their socks off.
A brief rest, and then it will be time to refocus. Real tension here then as the first man readies himself. So this one to set the tone. No! Hit it straight down the keeper's throat.
Well, that's about as tame as they come, Peter. Couldn't have been any easier for the keeper.
Bale is the next to run the gauntlet.
Pick your spot, don't change your mind, and the keeper should be neutralised.
Barcelona are looking to keep pace here.
Yeah, made his mind up very quickly and just didn't waver.
David Villa, second in line for them. Stuck away with immaculate.
You need a very strong mind in those situations. Any penalty that goes in is a good one.
No, he's hit it right at the goalkeeper.
Well, he didn't hit that with any sort of conviction, and it's an easy save in the end.
Heel with the chance to go 2 up. Oh, it's saved! Straight at the keeper.
Oh, he never looked comfortable over that, did he?
This for parity.
PS5.
Pings it into the bottom corner.
Well, any penalty converted is a good penalty, so he did his bit there.
Beckham is the fourth man to step forward for them. Made it look easy.
How confident was that? Backed himself all the way.
It is the lonely walk. So can he do it? Can he keep them alive? Oh, he saved it! And that's done it! They needed to win, and they have won. It is a triumph. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, it's pretty clear.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. There's the whistle.
I think it goes without saying, Peter, that Michel Platini will be standout here.
Yeah, a man, of course, who's been idolised by so many, but bettered by almost no man.
Yeah, maybe other players can do it on their day, Peter, but with this fella, he could do it repeatedly. He did it over...
Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Well, Jim, I suppose that was the only possible outcome in the circumstances. What a start, free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. And we have the first chance from a dead ball situation. expected better, and so did he. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, shooting chance! Oh, nearly, but not quite.
Well, he's clearly in one of those moods. I think even he was asking perhaps a little too much from himself then.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Cristiano Ronaldo. Totti powering forward here. That's a shade optimistic. And here's Totti. Platini. Oh, good-looking ball. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Robertson. That's a good ball out wide. Hoisted in. Oh, good. There it is!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
Batistuta at his razor-sharp best there.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, he's certainly happy with that after what's been said in the build-up, you know.
That is good alertness. Now that looks a decent ball. No, it's come to nothing. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Manchester United clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was...
He's had a shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
This is why he's so highly regarded. Absolutely fantastic.
And we have our very first corner. Impressive jump! That's a fair try, but just off target.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
That is a great pick out. And he's intervened well there. And he was quick to react. And it's Michel Platini. Oh, super find. And that is expertly dealt with. Yeah, he's fouled him there.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
That ball looks a good one. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one.
เกมตีกอล์ฟครับไม่ใช่เกมฟุตบอลครับเกมฟุตบอล
He's done very well to get to that.
Bullet is offering a wry smile there.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Aims beyond the defence. Platini. Driven in.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch.
He's picked his way through. And here's Batistuta, and he is dashing away.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Played into space. Platini. And this is Batistuta. Very nearly half an hour gone here. That looks a good ball through. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Manchester United clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
But big chance! That's really well manoeuvred. Well read, nice interception. Platini. Now it's Messi. That's a lovely, neat pass. And he's there to retrieve it. That's a cute ball. Well, that has not gone well. That has been cut short.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Now it's Batistuta.
Manchester United truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
No, not quite on the same wavelength. And he's gone looking for safety. Robertson is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Totti. Great vision. Brilliantly cut out. Totti. Nice looking ball. Totti is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And again they run up against stubborn defending. Pull it. No, that's been intercepted. Threads one in. Can he get it through? And that is the end of the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
And we'd like
Manchester
to inform you
United
now that the
unable
latest
to get
travel
back onto level
information is
terms before
currently being
half-time.
displayed on
They
the
trail
screen.
1-0.
It's been a pretty tepid display. They'll want to use this break wisely to regroup and come out with some fresh initiatives. This is all still very salvageable, maybe even winnable.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. So the action resumes.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
And this is Messi. Oh, there's the shot! And no mistake. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who was left horribly exposed. You don't expect...
And he shoots! Cristiano Ronaldo! The glamour and the glory! He's got himself an absolute peach. That was easy, almost too easy.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play, because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Oh, no joy this time. It's a searching pass. Leicester cuts it out. Guardiola. And it's Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Played into the box. They're urging it. Real chance! Well taken goal. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 90.
Manchester United can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Liverpool go up by 2 and are looking good.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
It's played through for him. Nice interception, well timed. And that was very necessary. Looking for options for movement. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Thuram does well to get it back. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. That's a sharp pass. Picked out brilliantly. That's put paid to the danger. Belletti. That is ended up in no man's land. Nicked it back promptly. Takes a shot! And he scores! Back to within 1! Interesting! Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Manchester United cut their deficits and look raring to go again.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Substitution.
Tries to pass it through.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
He's cut it out, looking for a runner. Oh, that's well spotted. Knocks it into space. Ambitious ball here. Oh, that's a key interception. Bale. Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
Liverpool clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Oh, he'd love to have another go at that.
Such a good opportunity, Peter. I hope he doesn't end up regretting that miss. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
In he goes again. So close to drawing level. He's shifting through the gears here. Plays it in low. And that's the keeper's ball.
Liverpool nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Van Dijk clears without hesitation.
Well, in my opinion, set pieces are 50-50 moments, and this is a rather big one, and it all depends on the service.
Mohamed Salah can clear it away. It's gone out for a throw-in. Pass somewhat off target.
There will be 5
Now there's
minutes
a...
added
It's
time.
Pato! Oh, denied brilliantly!
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Substitution from Manchester United.
Well, they've got to get everyone forward, and maybe even the keeper.
Coming on to replace him is...
And a header! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Substitution in progress.
Bale. Gerrard. He is through here. Platini. Oh, great leap! He doesn't look too happy with that.
Yeah, he may have snatched it down a bit, even though it was quite close.
5 minutes to add. Tries to play it through. Pato. And the referee brings it to a close. One of those games that many would have felt no one deserved to lose, but sentiment counts for nothing here, and at the margins, it was decided.
Just a quick request today.
Well, how will we look back on that?
Well, you can never predict the results of these games, as your usual indicators like form become pretty irrelevant. It's a tough one to take, but these players have got what it takes to come back from this.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
หมดเวลาสนุกแล้วสิฝากติดตามด้วยนะครับ
เครื่องหมายต้องได้รีวิวสเปรย์รักษาแผลสัตว์เลี้ยงตัวนี้ทุกครั้งเลยคลิปนี้ถ่ายตอนวันที่